Hello YouTube, Z-Link back, and I have done what I have said. I'm getting into IC2. However, we have had a few minor setbacks. Namely, I built myself an IC2 nuclear reactor, and it promptly exploded 30 seconds after I started it up for the first time, taking half of my base and a good portion of everything I owned with it. So I ended up having to do a live stream to basically a live stream of me repairing the damage wrought by the blast. I'm now back up to, I want to say, 90% of where I was. There's still a few things that were destroyed that I have yet to replace, mostly in my Botania area and some of my blood magic stuff. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time in creative mode on single player, building stuff to try and figure out, okay, what is the best way to implement the nuclear reactor for IC2 again in a safe fashion. I'll give you a quick tour of the repaired base. I've had to redo my doors here. They're slightly different from last time. The ship, I redid it mostly in the same fashion. I've changed out a little bit of the front here. The window's more open. Basically, when the blast happened, from here all the way to the front was completely destroyed, along with some portions of, like, my blood altar. I had to remake my Eldritch Orb because that was destroyed. The blood altar itself was, for the most part, like, half destroyed. You can still see some of the stuff I have to replace in my Botania area. The Steve's Factory Manager stuff here. I lost all of the living rock that was there. This got this half of the flowers got destroyed, so I need to replace that. And is that, yeah, that's right. So that needs to be replaced. Luckily, it didn't destroy any of my racks here that were holding stuff. It did, however, destroy one of the storage pods that I had built here for blood. Two of the storage pods actually for blood magic. So all of this stuff that was here was destroyed. This one right here actually had all of my sigils and extra blood orbs and everything, really. It destroyed a good amount of my flowers, a few of my hydrangeas and thermalily survived, and it destroyed my portal. Luckily, it didn't destroy the expensive parts of the portal, so the glimmering living wood and the core, that all survived. Didn't touch my Thaumcraft area, which was good. I ended up having to repair all of this down here. But let's get into the business of the IC2 stuff. Let's toss this in here for now so it'll melt down. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. Again, I played around with some ideas in creative mode for how to contain and run the nuclear reactor properly. I ended up deciding it would be more efficient to use a nuclear reactor pressure vessel. I have a whole bunch of coolant, IC2 coolant here. I actually created a uh, RF tools dimension with hot coolant as the dominant fluid. I believe it was inside a bunch of orbs, but yeah, I need to do a few minor tweaks. I need to put one of those hatches here and here so that I can essentially put uranium into and take out the spent fuel rods. Little bit of information I did not realize is you can use energy transfer nodes from extra utilities to convert IC2 into RF, which I am fully going to utilize. In the meantime, all of my IC2 stuff is running off of a completely full bedrockium drum of fuel that I am pumping in from another RF Tools dimension. I gotta say, I am really liking RF Tools mod. As far as the potential for explosion, I have solved that by using the wand focus of warding from Thaumcraft to basically make all these blocks that are surrounding the reactor indestructible. And you can kind of tell that by up here. This is the top of it. These ones are completely indestructible too. And because it changes them to be indestructible, they're, I guess, not the same as the regular factory blocks, so they don't connect with the regular textures anymore, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind it too much. But yeah, so I am going to do a little bit more work on the reactor. I'm probably going to go get some more coolant, and I will be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and I have finished up a few little tweaks of the reactor. I went and lit this all up because I realized how dark it was when I stuck my hazmat suit on. Got a couple more, well, got more hot coolant to run through here. So I have, how much? 1,000,000 millibuckets worth of IC2 coolant plus whatever hot coolant I have. I just did a quick little test here. This actually does, this setup here with the item conduits does work to put the fuel rods into the nuclear reactor, and it's just producing a little bit of heat units. Got all of the overclocked and component heat exchangers, so everything is the heat is being distributed evenly. I'll throw these fuel rods back in there in a minute. I did, however, need a method of turning this off and on. So, oh wow, that's an awful lot of power. Let's get rid of that. Emit if empty. Okay, we'll have that do its thing. That'll keep it from emitting a redstone signal that should, in theory, turn off the reactor. That pops those in there and is not producing any heat at all. Okay, so emit if partially filled or empty is what we want. That will cause the reactor to run until it runs out of, or until the MFSU here is full. Once it's full, it'll stop producing heat, at least in theory. Where is my wrench? I want to see how long it takes for this to shut off once it stops. Because my main issue right now is, will it run out of coolant before... Oh. I don't think coolant is really going to be the main issue. Will it run out of coolant before the thing is filled? I'm not sure it will run out of coolant before it's filled, but you never know. Anywho, I need to finish making a few more fuel rods. I'm only going to run the one for right now. There's an extra 14. Throw those in here for now. Along with that, I will need that. That I don't need. Okay. So all that stuff. So I think we achieved quite a bit here today. I'm going to call it an episode and do a little bit of cleanup. There's obviously, I need to light up the interior of the bridge. I need to figure out how I'm going to decorate it too. But that is something for another day. I need to finish putting the warded blocks down around the reactor. I need to add another access hatch for pulling the spent fuel rods out, because I do need those to be pulled out of there. And yeah, hopefully I'll have that ready for you guys next time. You have a nice day, guys.